Hey, good morning guys. Good morning everybody out there. Geez, I tell you what, it's been a while, this back on and off before making some content, so hope this is a little bit different again today, but I hope it's something that interests a few people out there. And yeah, I'm just glad to be back to making something I can put up after this back injury. But guys, what I'm doing today is a little bit of I won't do the full unbox here, I'll do that down in the car. But alright, why? I suppose to answer the question why am I showing you a car entertainment system in a box, it's because I've just bought one of these for illustration purposes. This is not mine, but same model, so 2003 Jeep Cherokee, or Liberty in the US, but Jeep Cherokee 2003, and this is the Red River limited edition. Mine has a 2.8 litre turbocharged diesel and constant 4x4. It's the 150 horsepower version of the vehicle. So yeah, just showed you the picture so you understand which vehicle that this system is actually going into. And again, I stress 2003 Jeep Cherokee, not Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it's the 2.8 CRD 4x4, which had the 150 horsepower engine. And alright, so that's, and the reason I'm doing this, guys, I searched everywhere for a unit that would fit the vehicle. I just couldn't find one, so I ended up going back to a trusty source. I did when I bought my Peugeot a year and a bit ago, and bought an Android unit to put into the Peugeot. I bought it from a guy on AliExpress, and man, he was brilliant. The service from their store was outstanding. You know, just the communication, the timeliness, the product. What you bought is what you got. So like I said, I'll do the full unboxing in the vehicle, but yeah, it's the standard, come well packaged, these kits, all the cables, and yeah, then you've essentially got the unit down below. So this is it's not a huge screen, this one, but it's perfect for this model car. And what I'll do, I'll just flick quickly over to a browser. Alright, I had this up handy because that's the unit there. That's sort of what it looks like. So Android 11, that's the price. But the main thing is the shop here. So that's the shop, LJDA. I've had no issues with them. Look, it says 93.5%. You know, I don't know what some people have had dramas with them. I ordered this, and I'm in Romania. I ordered this 2 days later from Poland. It's at my door. I had it. So but this is the unit, and again, that's how it will look actually in the Jeep itself. So nice and sits flush, perfect. That's all you need. Don't need a huge screen. I'm not watching movies while I'm driving, just enough to use the Navigator, play some tunes, connect the USB. But yeah, look, if you need it, guys, go to this shop. And just ask for something that suits the Jeep Cherokee 2003, and he'll put you onto this model here. But just have a look at it and see if you can recognize it, and do a keyword search on. I'll put the links in the video anyway, so you can just click straight through if anyone wants to buy this unit. But yeah, that's the thing, they're pretty generic, so they don't come with like a name on here saying, you know, which company's made it or the model number. It's just a generic box that says entertainment unit. So car entertainment system. Alright guys, that's the intro, that's the system, that's the store, that's the unit. And the other one I bought off them that's in the Peugeot has been going 100%, no issues at all. And yeah, it does have Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth connectivity, phone. This is my Jeep Cherokee 2003 2.8 litre CRD diesel, turbocharged 4x4, continuous 4x4. Got a really good deal on it. I mean, it's been kept in immaculate condition, and yeah, we're just putting some stuff on it. Replaced the rear window today because actually one of the latches on it was broken, so replaced that. Wasn't too bad. And now we're going to put in a new Android head unit. So we're going to take the old one out and put a new one in. So do a bit of an install video on putting a head unit into a 2003 Jeep Cherokee 2.8 CDR 4x4 turbocharged diesel. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the condition. Like I said, it's a little bit dusty today because it's been sitting outside for a few days. But this is what they call the Red River Limited Edition. It's got these bolt-on side skirts. So anyway, we'll get into putting a video together in a sec on how to replace the head unit. I'll put all the details in the video, the links to the unit and the buyer on AliExpress, because man, he's great. I bought my head unit for the Peugeot off him as well, and it's worked solidly. The feedback is great, you know, the contact with him is exceptional. You know, they get back to you straight away. I couldn't find one of these head units for this anywhere, so I actually I sent him an email and just said, can you find one compatible with this vehicle? They replied within 10 minutes, said yeah, give us a sec, we'll find out. In a couple of hours I had a response saying yeah, there's one here in the Czech Republic. So I jumped on, I bought it. 2 days later it's arrived here from the Czech Republic, so yeah, we'll get going. Alright guys, say hello to Lucian again. This is installation number 2. So what we're doing today is we're installing a new Android head unit in a Jeep Cherokee 2003 CRD. It's the turbo diesel 4x4 version with the 150 horsepower engine. So very hard to find one for this model, but I got in touch with the guys that we bought one for my Peugeot, which Lucian also installed, and that video did pretty well on YouTube. But so this one is I went back to the same guy on AliExpress because he was really good, and said, look, what can you find? He said, give us a day. He got back to me and said this one. So this is sorting out the contents and a bit of an unboxing. And yeah, we'll see how we go with this. There's a lot of fucking cables still, but it doesn't look like the unit's that hard to actually put in. The Peugeot was a nightmare. Does it have the satellite cable still, the GPS receiver, or?
I don't know which one will be, but I think it's this one.
Yeah, that's the one. Remember we stuck it last time on the... Well, you remember, I know you remember, because you bloody had to pull it through the torpedo and it's...
So many cables. Okay.
So yeah, we just thought we'd do a quick unboxing. Take the unit out, mate, and let's have a look, see what it looks like. It's not a big tablet size screen, this one, guys, with separate... This is just like I suppose a LCD LED screen just replaces what's already on the existing one. So that's the front of it. So GPS, it's got
USB.
Yep. So these connectors we're a bit worried about, guys, so have a good look on the video.
Yep.
Actually it might work, the two clips there. Yeah. Because the 2003 model Jeep has two old style connectors. Alright, just give us 1 sec, guys, right back. Alright, guys, so first step on this car, where Lucian's looking now, right where the cigarette lighter and the gear shift is, there's one single retaining screw in there. It's a Phillips head. So for those that don't know what Phillips is, it's a screwdriver with the 4 bits, not a flathead. Star. So that's it, single screw. Alright, once that's out, then it's just a matter of taking the cigarette lighter out. And then it's in the, where your arm is, mate, in the and the kit actually comes with a special tool. We're actually using it for something earlier on, so when he said start up the top, it's easier up near the top. Yeah. It's actually a bit of a hard space at the moment because we found something drained the battery. Got a brand new battery, and I think the ignition we left in the wrong spot. So the easiest thing here would be to turn your ignition on, put the gear shift into drive or to neutral or drive, and then give yourself some room to pull this unit out. Just disconnect the air conditioning. There's a couple of air conditioning cables that go in the back. You just disconnect them and pull this faceplate out. It looks like Lucian will be maybe able to do it without shifting the gear lever. Battery, mate, if we put the key in and turn it, does it let us put it in neutral? That's where we know the ignition is definitely broken. It just shouldn't come out.
I don't know how she take out.
I'm just wondering, is there enough room to do the stereo without having to disconnect? Like, and if you move that sideways a bit more, or?
Oh yeah.
There's just those 4 screws now, mate.
Don't tell anybody.
No, nobody saw, mate.
Don't tell anybody. I don't think
we can all say it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, just that simple shift of the gear lever back a bit and remove the faceplate. You don't even have to disconnect the whole thing. Just enough room just to get the there's 4 screws, and mate, are they those diamond screws again?
Yeah, same step.
What do they look like? They're Phillips again. Oh. Now's the moment of truth to work out which connectors we have on the back. So one will be the antenna cable, guys. So Lucian, you need to pull that antenna cable through, the black one. It's going up in the roof. Yeah. So that's the antenna cable, guys. Make sure it doesn't slip away and disappear behind the dash?
No, she will never disappear.
Okay.
It's still enough room.
And
And
then
this is the
single plug. Is that it?
yeah.
Yeah. The others were for the aircon. So, all right. And what's on the back, mate? Can you just show us the back so everyone can see? All right. Those are the plugs and the connectors, guys. The antenna over there. One of this does not look like the other one. Okay. All right. We're gonna have fun working this one out. I think there is an adapter in the kit though, so
We'll find out soon enough.
we will find out. Do you want to give me that, mate? I'll get out of the way for you. Right, guys, that's the old one. Made in Hungary. How many Americans would have known that in 2003 the stereo for their traditional American, all-American Jeep was being made in Hungary? Okay, work backwards, mate. So from this one,
Yeah, it was only one cable.
so maybe work backwards off the new one. Which one fits into the new one? Because there has to be new cables from the new kit that fit in the new. So if you take that out and then fit whatever we can into the new one. Yeah. And then maybe that goes into that,
And that's it.
and that's it. And the other two, I think, mate, if you have a look at what does it say on that diagram on top? Because I think the other two might be for the older system, like in case if you have the old one.
Microphone, RCA, USB, GPS antenna.
So what will those two holes be over there?
5 for power, 4G antenna, for radio antenna. Okay, so this is radio, and we need to put this one because it's old style, and this one should fit with this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's that done. So what's the one that the cable's in there? Is that also power?
here I think so.
So what's it say on the number? Number is it?
5.
So that's 5, yeah?
Yeah.
And 5 says power? Okay. And what are those other two white ones? What numbers are those over under the antenna? Just turn it back towards us for a second, mate.
Wait.
What are these two?
Ah, maybe it's for this one. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, what are they? What numbers, mate? Do they have a number on there? And
No. No, she doesn't have any number.
Here.
No, it's this one. That's
You just said that's power over here. 5. You said that's 5. So therefore these ones over here on the opposite side must be these two here. 2 and 3.
Radio antenna, GPS antenna, RCA.
2 and 3. 2. Number 2. RCA plus 3G USB. Okay, so if we want the USB, external USB, there should be another cable that goes
This
to
one, I think. Is this one and this one.
Yeah, I think one of those will fit. Well, I don't think we need. It's got USB on the front. Yeah, mini USB. Okay, so if you want big USB, you have to connect the. So let's see if we can connect one. So it'll collect in number 3. It'll go somewhere in number 3.
D. C, D, F. C.
Ah, yeah.
HD. So that means she needs to be going this position. Yeah. Okay.
And then maybe it's got an extension cable that connects to that. There's no way you can use that once it's back in.
Maybe this one, because it's bigger.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that small one's like if you want to connect a hard drive or something and have it sitting in the back, like for extra storage or cable left. Mm-hmm. And it fits perfectly, that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got a million other cables, but
so we try to, if we have battery, if she work. What do you think?
I'd love to see if it works, but I don't think we will. No, don't, just leave it, mate. If it doesn't come on, it should boot up, you would think.
Or maybe she needs to have the ground. Or maybe we don't have the power enough.
I just don't think the battery's powerful enough at the moment.
Yeah.
It's hardly, there's no lights coming on the ignition at all, mate, so no. Ha ha ha. Alright guys, so we have power to it. The green, we don't know if the battery will power it enough, but normally when they first start you'll see it saying Android or it'll boot up.
Okay,
so I think we just turn it off, reconnect everything, get the new battery whenever, and fucking cross our fingers she works. I think she'll work.
And this one where we'll put?
Mate, does that plug come off the front? Like, can it go through? No, it can't. We'll have to find a way to maybe run it through the top. No, maybe just through the top, Lucian, for now. See it?
Where to the top?
See the cable up the top and through that small square holes. Don't care if it's sitting out a bit messy, but the other thing is the antenna, mate. GPS. We've got to put the GPS before we put it back in. That beautiful beautiful GPS antenna. Oh, mate. Mate, this is a bit like parking. You know, when you got all the room in the world and you can't park?
Yeah.
And then the Peugeot, we had no space for the cables at all, but you managed to please. Let's see if we can slide those cables around somewhere local. Wow. price to that unit. Price to that unit and the relative ease it went in. Case, yeah. Like if she goes.
You want to try?
Yeah. So I mean, if that was sticking out the bottom there, and then get some Velcro and stick it to the side, you know, like that would be perfect, mate. Mate, that's all right.
That's.
I even got Velcro upstairs.
Ah, mate, it's perfect.
It's working?
Yeah. You have it.
Mate, look at that.
Sorry.
So guys, I think you can see, but yeah, Lucian just dragged that USB cable under the cigarette lighter, and mate, it's sticking out in that little space. That's perfect. Perfect for an auxiliary cable.
Yeah.
Excellent. And like you said, the kit also comes with a mini USB to USB anyway, so if you didn't want to go to the hassle of putting that plug in, you just plug it in the front of the plate, and yeah.
This goes.
I think it'd be better on the right, but again,
You will find out.
we'll find out. So guys, it's a bit of a trial and error here. We're learning with the GPS, but you know, what you see us do is to your benefit.
Okay.
So that USB cable worked perfectly. Now Lucian's just brought the GPS antenna cable across. So don't confuse GPS antenna cable, guys, with the stereo antenna. Or stereo aerial, I should say. So once we get the cable in, guys, to the final spot, we'll show you a picture, we'll test the unit once we get some battery power. But yeah, about 30 minutes, and it's pretty, made that one look pretty easy, mate.
Yeah,
Compared to that Peugeot, man. Alright guys, so that was the generic head unit. I'll have all the links again in the video. You can go direct to the guy's shop. Alright guys, sign off for now. Show you finished. Alright guys, so we said we'd get you an end shot of how this ended up. Okay, so great job on that. Probably 30 minutes Lucian took to get it in. You can see the USB cable we just ran out the bottom, so it's sitting there in a really good spot for an auxiliary USB. And the GPS cable actually runs under the bottom through here. Through here, we'll tuck that in a little bit. This will get tucked in up behind here and disappear, but it's actually down through there, out the bottom, and it's just run up the side here and sticks into this groove. You can see it in here, and then round to the antenna, which is mounted on there. So yeah, awesome. So guys, I was gonna get copyrighted before with music, but look, here's the system. It's installed, it's running. It's a navigation that's on at the moment. It's absolutely spot on again, looks really, really good. 3D nav. Everything seemed pretty responsive. So home screen, back to music. There's a few tracks loaded in there already. But guys, yeah, it's working. So far so good. Sign off, I'll put the links to the item in the video.